Hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for that 2 for Tuesday. Yes, an open tag where you can just grab a couple of knives and talk about them. Before I get into today's video, I just want to say thank you to all of the channels that have been participating in this open tag. It's a lot of fun. I will apologize. I don't get to see everybody's video. I try to hit all the 2 for Tuesdays. Sometimes there's not enough hours in the day. I apologize up front, but I'm always trying to catch everyone that's participated in this open tag. So thank you to all of you channels. I really do appreciate it. Well, today on the table, what we've got here is a couple of buck trappers. And it's kind of an old versus new. So on top here, Mrs. Knife Delights just bought me this. She found this in Walmart here a week or two ago, and she just loved the burlwood. So yes, last year around Christmas time, Buck introduced a series of knives with burlwood covers. I've got one in the canoe pattern and one in the 371 Stockman pattern. These burlwood knives are made overseas. They're made in China. But we've got that one and versus this one. And this one was made in the USA back in 1990. And Buck had 2 or 3 different sizes and models of trappers back in the 80s and 90s. So this is a fantastic time to take a look at these 2 knives. Just looking at it, it almost looks like they have the same pattern. Seems like they match up. But this one, the old one, of course, has this beautiful blue bone inlays. Just check that bone out. It's wonderful. Now this was a special run in 1991, the ABCA Limited Edition. It's the American Baseball Coaches Association as far as I can tell. And it's one of 1,500. And here we can see the tang stamp. Buck 312. And of course, that X symbol indicates that this was actually manufactured in 1990. On this front bolster here, we can see that this is number 191 of the 1,500. So here's your clip blade there. And this does have half stops, which most buck knives do not have half stops. And there's everybody's favorite blade, the Spey blade. Yeah. Interesting to find it with half stops. Of course, here's the new one, made in China. This was made this year, 2023. And I just really love what Buck has been doing with these burlwood inlays. Just fantastic. So we'll just take a look at this. This one does not have half stops. There's the blade on that one. Your clip point. And again, everyone's favorite blade, the Spey blade. So the fit and finish on these ones made over in China, they do pretty good. I mean, there is some very, very minor gapping there. Nothing to worry about. I think this knife here, I think she said she paid about $22 for it at Walmart. You might be able to find them cheaper on Amazon. I'm not sure. But you know, for a $20 knife or so, pretty good, smooth construction there. Of course, we got, looks like stainless steel liners, nickel silver bolsters. It almost looks like brass in this lighting, and I had to take another look. I don't know what it is, some reflection or what. It almost looks like they're brass, but I believe them to be nickel silver. Of course, 3 pins. And you see the buck shield there. This one, because it is bone, I'm sure that's why they didn't put a shield in it. Again, we can see this construction here. Looks like we have stainless steel liners. And then a brass. Half stops, no half stops. We'll just take a look at the blades. We can see there is a little bit of difference in the blade shape. And you look at the nail nicks, nail notches. They are positioned at different spots on the knife. And maybe one of the reasons they put it up so high on there is because they wanted to do that printing down there. I don't know. Maybe this is just how they made them back then. But there is a little difference there in that clip blade. All right. We'll take a look at the spade blades, see if they're the same. And as we hold them up here, they're awful close to being the same, except check out the length of the nail nick in this one versus the old one here. There's a difference in the nail nick. Down here, the tang looks a little different there too, doesn't it? This one appears to have more of a sharpening choil right there than what this one does. So interesting. You know, until you really take a close... I hadn't noticed any of these differences. This is the first time that I've put them side by side and just really taken a deep look at them. So that's quite interesting. We'll look at the back springs here. See the difference there? I have to say the fit and finish on this USA made one is much nicer, but I will tell you, I paid a lot more than $20 for this one. It's kind of a rare collector, if you will. And it will be a safe queen. It is and will continue to be a safe queen. But anyway, I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that these Burlwood buck knives are now starting to make their way into Walmart. Of course, there's a total of 7 different patterns in the Burlwood. You can find all 7 patterns on the Buck website. But of course, you're going to pay full retail there. So maybe you want to check Amazon, Walmart. In Walmart, I've only seen the Trapper pattern with the Burlwood. But maybe they'll be getting more of them. So if you like Burlwood, which I really absolutely love, I plan on hopefully getting the complete set of 7. So I have the Trapper in Burlwood. Again, it's at the 371, or the full-size Stockman anyway, in the Burlwood. And then I've got a canoe with the Burlwood. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little peek at the Buck Trappers and a little bit of a comparison here. Again, I want to thank everybody for participating in 2 for Tuesday. Now, down in the bottom right-hand corner, I'll be putting a link to my playlist. And down in the middle there's a big circle of Knife Delights. Hit that if you'd like to subscribe. And down here in the left corner, well, that's the next video that YouTube thinks that you should watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.